COD fans, Twitter followers, however you came, friends and family all alike, thanks for taking the time to watch this. Didn't want to do this a twit longer. I don't like sitting there and typing for forever, and I don't think anybody really likes reading all that stuff for forever, so I thought I'd do a video, and I wanted to start this video off with a huge, massive, and just the greatest thank you you could ever imagine. 10,000 subs on the YouTube channel is insane, and I took a chance on this game and this channel in specific, kind of focusing on Call of Duty, and it's absolutely been incredible. Anybody who tuned in to any single video or subscribed at any given point, or if you are enjoying the 32 on 32 series that we just wrapped up on, even more if you watched every single video, you're insane. Thank you guys so much for taking the time. It's been a lot of fun doing the videos, and when they're fun to edit, I hope that they're fun to watch. So based on some of the feedback, it looks like most of you guys really enjoyed that series. You know, it's funny because as I'm going through this video, I'm not just going to be sitting here and thanking you guys for everything, because that is the main purpose, but I wanted to kind of give you guys an idea as far as where we've come from and where we're going to go and what comes up next for this channel. A year ago, I was casting Paladins. Literally a year ago, I was still casting Paladins and doing Paladins coverage. Insane to think that we've gone from being pretty much hard stuck into doing one game to now having a lot of success doing stuff in Overwatch and even more success doing stuff in Call of Duty, all within the span of about 8 months. I love the beta of Call of Duty. I loved it. For Black Ops 4, I haven't loved a Call of Duty this much, at least initially, since I played Call of Duty 4. Again, I'm a PC guy, if you didn't remember that from way back when. I'm still learning on the sticks, don't get me wrong, but I am a hardcore mouse and keyboard guy, and I enjoyed Black Ops 4 immensely. And that was when I saw the opportunity that hardly anybody was really covering the professional scene on YouTube, let alone the amateur and up-and-comers and the semi-pros, tier 2, however you want to kind of give it the moniker of. And I thought, well, hey, since we're kind of transitioning, right, let's give content a go. We'll just try making a YouTube channel, see what goes on and what happens. My first YouTube video was back in December, where I was breaking down game battles results and CMG pro downs. Literally, if you go back and rewatch that video, the quality that I put into it was nothing like we're doing now. The progress we've made, not only on the channel viewership-wise, but also production-wise, is pretty insane. We've come a very far away. And I also remember just after that, I got my first chance actually casting Call of Duty. It was a PC tournament through the G3 circuit, and one of the maps was like a hard point on Contraband. That's where everything started from. Then as we decided that, hey, if we're going to do this, we're going to do this the right way. I'm going to get involved with as many things as possible, whether it be content-wise, casting-wise, support system-wise, whatever we can do competitively. I wanted to get involved. I set myself the goal of, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this full out. And I kind of had my eyes pinned on, you know, I want to be on the open stream one time. That's what we're working towards. It would be a heck of a journey to try to do that, but if we're going to do it, we're going to go all in. Got a chance to cast with the Collegiate Call of Duty League. Huge shout outs to those guys, because the support system that they provide, not only for their players, the schools, but also from individual staff members, is insane. I got a chance, without really casting the game much at all, to cast the game at a pretty extensive length, and that practice ended up becoming invaluable. Even getting to the point where back in like February or something like that, one of our first fight nights, I had a chance to cast it with Benson. Of all people, CWL talent. I was so nervous, I was actually shaking in my boots. And I'm not usually the guy to be nervous when it comes to things like this, but I knew what this would have meant for me when it came down to, if I do well, maybe he says something and maybe I get an opportunity down the road. Little did I know that that was going to be indeed the case. We also had a chance during that stream that a couple people from CMG were tuning in, saw me, reached out and said, hey, are you freelance? We want to bring you on to start up our broadcast stream for CMG events. And I said, absolutely. And now you guys can kind of see how that have gone, because we've been to a point where we've not only been casting elite tournaments, but we had a chance to do this whole scouting grounds, and we had 1.3 thousand of you, 1,300 of you, watching the finals for just a tier 2 tournament. Insane. Thank you for anyone who tuned in. If that was your first time watching Checkmate Gaming, or your first time watching me, or any of the talent that was involved, and you enjoyed it, thank you very much for that. Again, you have no idea how much validation that gives everybody, from not only the production staff, but I'm sure also from the admin staff, when it came down to them making the decision of, hey, we're going to push a broadcast. And then, of course, with all Checkmate stuff going on, we eventually got a chance to cast at CWO Anaheim. Getting that invitation, you guys have no idea how much that meant to me, like flat out. The fact that we were at that point only really in the community for 6-7 months, and we got an opportunity to cast the open stream for a major event like that, blew me away. And I think that, you know, I was very well prepared for it. I think I had a good tournament, you know, when it came down to casting as a whole. But of course, there's a lot to be learned from it, and I took that and ran with it. And that kind of leads us to where we are now. We did some more Checkmate stuff, and now here comes World Championships. And I think many of you already know or have already guessed, but I have not been invited to be on the broadcast team for World Championships. And of course, I'm disappointed. You know, I would have loved to have been there. Who wouldn't, right? But at the end of the day, you can't be mad about it. I'm not tragically upset about it. I've only been involved with Call of Duty for about 8 months or so, so I can't be upset about that. You know, we put in the work. That's obviously what we worked for after Anaheim. I said, okay, there might be an opportunity to be at Champs or Miami or whatever it happens to be. Started casting about 20 hours a week. I was doing VOD review 10 to 12 hours a week, and God knows how many hours we put into all these videos that you guys have been seeing over the last 2 months. But all in all, as Black Ops 4 has come to an end, this has been an extremely successful year. You know, I am so happy and just pleased with how everything's been going. You guys have no idea how much it means, even if there is only 50 people watching me broadcast. If you're out there and you've shown support to any of the productions that I've been a part of, you have no idea how much that means to me and how much reassurance it gives me that I made the right choice to do this. So as we go forward from here, daily videos on the World Championships will be coming out, including predictions, recaps, betting tips, the same stuff we've been doing for all the other open events. We'll continue to do that. So there's going to be plenty of content coming to the channel over the next week and a half. After that, though, when we get into the off season, I will still be doing competitive news, recaps, and things of that nature. However, I'm going to be taking the YouTube channel and focusing a lot more on doing casual content. I'm going to be overhauling it a lot. I've got a lot of ideas that I've been sitting on, just needed the time to fully execute with all the focus that I've been doing into broadcasting and things like that. I wanted to make sure I was giving that my all, and now that that's going to be kind of wrapping up, I want to start focusing the channel on more casual content and seeing if we can tap into another audience that is also still revolved with Call of Duty. Beyond that, though, CMG, I am going to be pushing for a couple of different podcast ideas and different web series, kind of like an ESPN style show. So make sure you're staying in tune with everything going on with Checkmate Gaming. I'll be doing a lot of overhaul with that. And then more importantly and more immediately, a couple of broadcasts that I'll be doing here in the near future if you are here because of my shoutcasting. Keep your eye on the CCL because the Collegiate Call of Duty League is going to pop off next year. We're going to be starting up our broadcasts on Fridays, at least coming up here very soon. We have plans to do things like team tryout streams. We have plans to do new player combines, new team tournaments, old team tournaments. We've got a lot of things in the plans here coming up for the fall before Modern Warfare really hits its pinnacle of its franchised season. Beyond that as well, I am, like I mentioned, doing Overwatch casting, and I've been blessed with the opportunity as well to cast the Chinese Contenders Grand Finals, which is going to be insane. That'll be coming up on Saturday morning if you want to tune in before you guys are doing things for World Championships. I'll leave you guys links in my Twitter for that, all that kind of stuff like that. And then beyond that, you know, I still have the same mindset that I'm going to be trying as a major advocate to push the competitive envelope for a formalized Tier 2 culture when it comes to competitive Call of Duty this upcoming year, whether it be through CMG, whether it is through some kind of a contender system. I really want to continue to show love to the Tier 2 scene and find a way to give a more formalized approach towards the open or amateurs, however you want to call them, when it comes to their competitive format, because we've never had anything like that, and with franchising coming, there's going to have to be something there. So I'm going to continue to give you guys love in the Tier 2 scene. Again, we have big plans with CMG to potentially help bolster that idea, but beyond that, you know, just kind of stay tuned. We'll have a lot of things coming forward. Again, it's been a very successful year. Thank you to every single person who even clicked on the video a single time. If you came from Twitter, thank you so much for stopping over to the YouTube. If you're a continued YouTube sub, you're insane. You're nuts. I love you guys very, very much. And hopefully we'll continue to find a way to build together, grow together. So that's about it. I don't want to talk too long about everything like that because this is supposed to be just a short little video. And now it's about to be 8 minutes long. But another just huge thank you to everyone who's been out there. It's been quite a journey. And this is only the beginning. This is only step one. We're not going anywhere. We're going to continue to find a way to push the competitive envelope for the Tier 2 scene. And hopefully you guys will be along for the ride for it. So until the next time, hope you guys keep holding it down. Later. Bye-bye.